What up, YouTube? This is your boy Dr. Lee reporting. Just wanted to keep you guys posted and just update you guys on all the news that y'all missed this week so far. So the first one that we're going to talk about is LG. So check this out. They released a prototype refrigerator that's supposed to be amazing. So this thing actually has 29-inch monitor in the front of it that you can actually use it for stuff like ordering groceries. You don't know how to cook, cooking instructions and whatnot. Also, one interesting thing about this thing is the monitor that is in front of it is actually transparent, so you can actually see through the monitor. It's like a see-through door you can see through in a refrigerator. So I don't know how LG was able to pull this off, but it did it. It's pretty impressive. And you know, if you're rich and you have the money, for a whopping $4,000, it's all yours if you want it. So Walmart is literally eliminating 7,000 jobs. So pretty much they're trying to push for, and this is going to be affecting people who's been with the company for about, like they said, about 20 years, and they are making around $15 an hour. But 20 years, $15 an hour. Ugh. The interesting thing about this is they're trying to go for more of an online approach where people are going to be ordering stuff online, and then they'll either have like people who bag groceries and stuff. These guys will be there and ready with your stuff all packed up, help you load it up in your car, and you're good to go. And the next option is that they're gonna be I guess tagging along with Lyft and Uber, where they will you can order your stuff online and Lyft or Uber can literally deliver it over to your house. You ask me, people being lazy, but hey, it's technology, it's improving, you know, we all have to move on somehow, right? Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Now, I know that everybody have heard of this already. Like, if you haven't, you probably lived under some kind of a rock or something. But Samsung made like about 2.5 million of this thing. Maybe my number might be wrong, but it's about around 2.5 million. They didn't sell 2.5 million, but they sold 1 million Galaxy Note 7. Now, if you ask me, I said in my last video I talked about this thing. It's an amazing technology. Like, they did a darn good job with this phone. Display, specs, everything is top of the line, even though compared to a few videos online, iPhone's still a little bit faster. Don't tell them. But yeah, the iPhone is still a little bit faster, but on top of that's about it. That's the only thing the iPhone has on the Note. But then again, the iPhone is also like what, a year old. So we'll see what happens when the iPhone 7 drops. We all heard that the Note 7 have been catching on fire, and this out of 1 million that is sold, they had a report that about 35 of them caught on fire, which, you know, there's news. I mean, there's pictures of it all over the news, all over the internet, and there's few jokes about it in the comments that I read, which was like freaking hilarious. But you know, you got the point. So Samsung was like, oh, okay, well, we will be later on when it started getting like really ridiculous. They were like, well, we will issue a recall. Finally, they updated that status where they are recalling everything that was sold. So if you are a Samsung Galaxy S user, Samsung Galaxy Note user, Samsung Galaxy Note 7 user, you might want to look into returning that. But at the same time, you know, they might be taking a little while to replace that. I don't know, but if it's up to you. You can keep it, your risk free, or you can return it and get your money back, whatever. I know a lot of people that had it are returning it, and I have few friends that got it that like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. So it's up to you totally. So Apple finally thinking about removing all of those outdated apps and trying to clean up the Apple Store pretty much, because a lot of these apps are just, you know, crashing, and like the developers are actually like not paying attention to their apps anymore. So it's becoming like outdated, and people are still buying them. It's become a problem. And another thing that you guys don't know, maybe, that you can try an app, and if it sucks, you can actually email Apple and request a refund. That's something they don't say or they don't tell you guys. But if in case you don't know that little detail, it's there. You can always try an app. If it's not good, you can always request your money back. I don't know how long, but usually I've done it, and I try it out like an hour or so later, or 30 minutes, whatever, and I just request my money back. Apple said that they have more than 2 million apps available, with 100,000 apps being submitted each week. So they are giving developers that have like their app that are not updated, they are giving them until September 7th, which is pretty soon, to update their app. I think it's going to start effectively September 7th. So after September 7th, you have 30 days to update your app. If you don't update your app within 30 days, guess what's going to happen? Apple is going to take it down immediately. They're not even going to wait until they'll give you any more brief period. So this video explains how self-driving cars will eliminate traffic. Okay, it's a very cool video. I recommend that you check it out. I think the world that we live in is moving into a really good direction, as long as for every good thing there's always somebody's going to try to mess it up somehow, because it's already started happening where people are hacking into these cars and causing accident. I mean, self-driving car is a brilliant technology. I just hope that it moves forward and nobody try to mess it up, because that's a possibility for some idiot to be sitting somewhere and say, hey, you know what? These people are having way too much fun with this. So, and with everything, there's always a possibility for somebody thinking evil thoughts. People are so evil. If you have a Dropbox account and you haven't updated your Dropbox password as required, because sometimes they'll notify you and say, hey, you have had this password for a long time, so it's time for you to update it. If you didn't update that password, very high chances are your information or your whatever that you had in your Dropbox was hacked. And this is people who have had Dropbox since 2012. And I'm talking about this hack affected about 67 million users as well. So if you didn't update your app, your password in Dropbox, very high chances some idiot or some creep sitting somewhere checking out all your nasty pictures. Why would anybody take pictures and put it in a Dropbox? I don't know. People still do that? It's kind of creepy. I don't think you should be taking any naked pictures and putting it on your phone, because these days, every week there's something getting hacked. There's some kid or some nerd sitting somewhere. I'm a nerd, but I don't have the hacking skills to get into people's phone. I really wish I did. That would be kind of cool. So there have to be somebody sitting somewhere and saying, tinkering with something that they shouldn't be messing with, and trying to get into somebody's phone just to steal their nude picture or their high definition porn. I wonder where did I put mine. So there is this video going around about the Tesla Model S. I don't get it. The car is already beautiful. You shouldn't be doing anything with it. Just leave it as it is. But no, guess who decided to modify theirs? will.i.am. He decided to modify his Tesla Model S. I don't know, you guys can check out the video, links is in the description below. This thing looked horrible. Like, he took a beautiful art and drew all over it. It's like, you came from school or like work, and your kid just drew over your Mona Lisa. Yeah, really not cool. You can be the judge for that. Check out the video and let me know what you think in the description below. We all know Wednesday is the big day. They're going to be announcing everything that's coming up with the new iPhone 7, if Apple actually is going to be able to catch up this time. Now, one thing about Apple, yes, they are very delayed these days, and they have a reason for that, aka Bengay, and then aka Samsung phone exploding without doing proper tests. Please test your product until it works and safe for people to use, because we are people. Now, you don't want any of your customers getting hurt or getting exploded in their faces when they're trying to use their phone at night because they can't fall asleep. I do that sometimes. So please, I get it. We can shit talk Apple all we want. They are slow with delivering, but when they do, most of their stuff is on point. So but one shit talk I can tell Apple right these days is because they're not giving us much, and I think that's just the phone industry, as a whole. Like, literally, they're just giving us little updates here and there. That's about it. Nothing major. And from all the leaks and everything that we're seeing, the big announcement that surprised is like the camera update. So Apple is actually catching up to a point where their camera up to standards now. Like Samsung had it for a while now, since the S6 came out, and then the S7, and then the Note 7. That I have high hopes for you guys that September 7th, which is on Wednesday, you guys are gonna wow us. At least, if you're not gonna wow us, just give us something that's not, something. But anyways, now you are caught up. Have a good holiday, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then.